Margit was a very attractive young woman, exactly who I needed at the time, unassuming and pleasant enough. To be sure, I don't think I loved her, but I was fond of her. I don't think I ever came to love any of our children either. There simply wasn't time. It was tragic. Had I remained the nobody I grew up as, she might have been enough. Our children might have been enough. But that is a meaningless daydream, because after what happened, I could not stay. Hopefully, she will find a way to make a life for herself now that I am gone. I pray to God for forgiveness for both of us, and hope that he looks out for her in spite of our sins. She deserves better than how life treated her, and I was just not strong enough to stop running. Hello and welcome back. My name is Hunter, and we are here once more with our friend Prince Demetrius the Bard. Well, what's up? I don't think we want to stay here for very long in Nagyv&aacute, but I think we will at least step into town. You know, we stayed camped here while we did our little job down in Temis, and now I think we're going to move on. We could just go up here and regale this court, but it might be in our best interests to check out the city and maybe do something with our camp. Since we're going to be traveling a ton, I want travel speed and move domicile speed to go up. There are a lot of interesting things in here. Because we're an explorer, we can do extra watches, which gives us a bonus for archers, which means we might pick up some archers at some point. It could be cool. It also gives some scheme discovery chance up and makes it take longer for people to do schemes in me, so I do kind of want this building. There's a lot of other buildings we have that are similar to that, like this one, the Good Sitting, but it's like the lesser version, right? And just to be as clear as possible, these are like internal structures, not external buildings like the other things are. These are built right inside of our camp perimeters. I definitely think we want extra watches, so I think we're going to construct the extra watches. Also, my son. I have a son. His name is Erno. He is living with his mother, and eventually I'm going to have to realize that I can't hide the fact I'm a fornicator, because in order for my son to be able to inherit, I have to reveal that he is my child, making him a bastard, and then convince my brother, or actually one of my brothers, right now I think it's a different brother, that he should let me legitimize him. That's a trick. As soon as we do this, everybody's gonna know we're a fornicator, which is not so good. When we start moving far away from here, I might leave her behind as a lover. Mostly I would leave people behind as a lover. Yeah, I think once I decide to move really far away, once we decide to get really, that we're basically not coming back for a long time, I'll probably leave my lovers behind just so that there's no misunderstanding between us, no waiting and hoping that we'll come back, because that ain't who we are. Talking about my character a little more than I did last time, because I just wanted to get into it last time. Prince Demetrius. It's going to be using some brand new rules that I've set up for my long role plays, just to make it so that the amount of time before the game just becomes a normal game of CK3 is flattened out, so we can go longer before it's just about making a kingdom and ending the game. One of the ways I thought I would do that is by restricting my ability to make everyone love me, which really removes a lot of like conflict opportunities in the people around you. So we're setting a new rule. I cannot sway anybody who has an opposite trait to me, and except through random encounters, I can't befriend anybody who doesn't share at least one trait with me. So, for example, right now, Mari, the stranger, the not one who likes us, Mir, is the one of our two Jewish followers that likes us, as opposed to Mary, who, as you can see, doesn't like us that much. He has no traits that are opposed directly to ours, because our opposed traits are shy, greedy, and chaste, which means we can sway him. But if we were to ever pick up the ability to befriend people, we would not be able to befriend him unless it's done through a random action, because he does not share a trait with us. Basically, I want to align my characters' relationships with the people around them with their desire to do so. We might make exceptions if the people have particularly desirable positive traits, you know? Like, it's easy to imagine becoming friends with someone who's compassionate in spite of the fact we share no traits, stuff like that. Although we became Mir's friend through random chance. And it is good to have your doctor be your friend. No question about that. Before we move out of the capital of Transylvania here in, I think, yeah, it's Nagyv&aacute, we're going to just go and visit the town. We should be visiting the town every place that we stop for more than a few days, because it just makes sense. It's ought to be interesting. Also, it gives us a good way to spend our prestige. Mostly looking for new things to do, new contracts. So let's have a seat by the fire. Yes, we will listen to a story. So this guy has told me a story about intrigue. In spite of Kang's warning, the humans made a fire in the growing darkness, and the animals fled to the hills. Oh, I'm really intrigued about what that story's about. How do you tell such good stories? No, I don't want a lesson from him. Plus, I need my money right now. I am generous though, so we should be giving our money away a little bit. So we're gonna take the default choice of that story had a few good points. We gained exotic intrigue, so we have 1 intrigue for a while. And I'm gonna go to the town crier and see if there's anything available. 2 criminal, 2 stewardship. No, that's not really us. So that pretty much means we should move on. We're not going to sell any of our artifacts, because if we're going to use our artifacts for gain, it's going to be giving them away because we're generous. Okay, I want to make a decision before we move too far away what we're going to do with our son Erno. Should we expose it? Let's do it. What is our relationship with, before we make any harsh decisions, with our new current dynasty head? So our house head is our half-brother, and our dynasty head is our other half-brother. The big problem with doing this is that we will be revealing to literally everybody that we are a fornicator. I think so, because we don't know that we're going to come back, right? We may be going. We may be gone after this, because there's nothing really around here for us to do. We will stay around long enough to do this, I think. So let's do that. We're going to move our camp up here, and then we're going to stay around long enough to regale this court. And then after that, we're going to consider moving south. I think our fellow campmates want us to go closer to the Mediterranean. So either into Italy or right down into the Empire. But for now, we're gonna move to here, right? Now there's a pretty safe path here. Maybe we should stop by here on the way, right? Like we could customize our route, go to here, and then visit Heves, the capital of Hungary. We should probably visit it before we leave, right? It's probably a nice place. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Spend some of our provisions, get on the road, have a bit of a go at it. So we just gained more opinion with Marie. I think we're going to stop this. But I think we're going to, even though I doubt it will succeed, try to learn our lover's language. It's 55%. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll get some events that'll help it out. We're not great at learning languages, but we want to try. You know, we're gonna give it an old go, right? You know, we're gonna communicate with her through letters, and hopefully in the end we'll have some idea of how to speak the local Magyar tongue. Okay, so we're just gonna take this right now. I am going to try to succeed as best as possible. We're not that good at this. Maybe I should check what some of these other ones. Oh, he's a good poet. Oh, and you're an okay musician. Okay, 2 shills, a poet and a musician. That seems okay. Passing suspicion. It is well-known fact that followers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. If I can keep my followers suspicious of each other and distracted with infighting, they will not have time or resources to scheme against me. I'm a little skeptical that somebody as gregarious as me would be that suspicious. Yeah, we're not gonna. We'll just ask the soldiers to tell us if any untoward behavior is initiated by any of our close companions. Unfamiliar rations. The culture of Zemplin is unfamiliar to me, and some of their customs equally alien. Victor? Yes? Yes, Prince? What is that smell? It's the stew I'm making. It's dinner. It smells funny. Well, it was recommended by the merchant that I saw in the town. What's in it? I don't know. He provided the meat, though, and I'm pretty certain that he's a ferret merchant. Ferret stew? You're feeding us ferret stew? You know, I'm not a terrible cook. Maybe if we put some spices in it that I have on hand, we'll be able to salvage this. Let's do it. Let's try this weird Hungarian ferret stew with Russian spices. You know, it might not have been ferrets, right? That might have just been what we thought we were seeing. So we can go all the way up to 93%, and we're not really any rush. I wonder if there's anybody near here that we want to make friends. So there's Judith, his guest. Oh, she is an older woman. She's not particularly someone that we would find that attractive. She has no traits in common with us, but also nothing really against us. Married woman. Distant shores and far-off climes. 2 Hungarians? Okay, so this is another situation where this guy thinks that I'm a Russian, even though I've actually spent more of my life in Hungary and Poland than I have in Russia, but you know, technically, right? I'll tell him about Russian living. That's what we'll do, right? We'll have a good talk with him. An enthralling tale, nice. We can always use more prestige, especially if we're going to be, getting a lot of children, legitimized, because that costs a little bit of prestige every time we do it. Anyway, we were looking to see if there's anybody we wanted to quote-unquote meet. Ins and outs. We'll put you aside for a second and finish our look. Really only the guest. I mean, we can send her a poem, right? And if she likes our poetry, we could go from there, right? A little work about romance. She likes the poem. That might be suggestive of her willingness to have a little fun. Yep, that is a pretty good chance, I would say. Ins and outs. As we trudge down the road, a building hooves into view. The battered signal says the Happy Bull Inn. No luck here tonight. We've barely got room for our current lodgers, let alone anyone new. Inside, the innkeeper shakes her head dismissively. Especially not you ragtag types. Ragtag? I'm no beggar. I'm Demetrius of House Rurkid. I promise, I'm totally a prince. I am a prince. you can't prove I'm not a prince, right? Yeah, it's super important that you accept me as a prince. Troubadour's dedication. A troubadour will be performing for the court at Teplen. It would be a simple request to have her change the performance to a dedication to Judith, the target of my affection. Would be a bold dedication. I prefer veiled illusions. Should not dabble in things like this. No, absolutely. Bold declaration it is. Always a bold declaration. We're very upfront about what we're about, you know? Well, except when it comes to admitting that we've produced bastards. We're not upfront about that. She's malnourished, which is too bad. You know, you can always come to our camp and have a little food. Perfect. There we go. That's what we need. Success. So our extra watches are completed, so our camp is a little bit safer, you know, for everyone, especially me. Secret exposed. My kinsman, Prince Vasily, has accused my brother, King... Oh, I see. Well, I mean, it's not my problem that he has made a bastard with his nephew's wife. But I do think now might be the best time to break the news, since he's probably going to be in a good mood about it, right? And we don't want it to slip away from us, because if we don't do it before the child becomes 6, we lose the opportunity to reveal him in the way that will make him our own child. So let's expose a secret. Let's expose our child's heritage. It made her a little upset. Now everybody knows. Yes. Yes, I exposed that we're lovers too, I know. It's not going to really affect anything, I don't think. And I would like to get you legitimized. He's very close to doing it. I seem to have made him slightly upset with me. I think he saw through my plan, you know, to do this while we're while he's been revealed for having done the same thing. We're gonna have to move closer if we're gonna give him a gift, which is what I plan to do. I don't think I can do anything with him at this range that matters, right? No, so we'll get closer after this. We'll move back to the border. In fact, we'll visit our child for the first time now that we've revealed that they're our son. After this is done, of course, which is still quite a long ways away, almost a year probably. Let's keep ourselves occupied. A volunteer. During our stay at Prince Peter's court, we have done our best to meet our remit of entertaining and occupying his retainers. That's interesting. So we could take this guy, the prince, or we could take the woman that we're seducing. The thing is, we don't want to bring women we're seducing into our camp too often, because that's going to cause problems in the future. She is a little bit upset. Oh, damn it. Disgrace to the family. I would have not imagined that you would suffer such a disgrace meekly. A horse stops right by our camp. I recognize the rider as my dear nephew, Prince Mislav. What has gotten into you? Playing knights and pretending to be living in a crib tale? He dismounts. When are you going to come to your senses? Get some land before you continue to dishonor the good name of our family. I'm a bastard. There's very little good about my name. I'm a bastard. My name was Mud before I randomly sired another bastard on a lowborn girl. This could be a problem. I am not... I mean, I could lie, right? Just because land is cheaper doesn't mean I have to actually do it. And lying to him will get him off my tail. We're gonna have to fix this because she's mad at us, which is no good because we didn't take her into the camp. It's not the best thing that could happen, you know? Probably she's more aware now than she was before that this was a very temporary arrangement. It's much less likely to succeed now, which is too bad. Oh, hire as mercenaries, but we're currently working on a job. This is Prince Visflod of Ruthenia. Where is he? Way over there. This is one of my brothers. He wants me to come and bring my troops, but I seriously just can't. You know? I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm just doing work too far away, and that would probably be breaking the rules set out by our brother, you know? I don't want to abandon my job and go all the way over there either. It just doesn't seem right. We're supposed to be helping this guy. We're not supposed to be riding around on horses. I mean, I suppose I could leave my people here to handle the work for me. But, you know, it would probably pause my seduction, and my seduction isn't going that good right now. She does seem to be slowly getting over the fact we rejected her. Which is too bad. Yeah, she's disappointed. I get it. I understand what you're disappointed, but I don't really want to fill my camp up with the women that I romance, you know? It's not good for morale. Specifically, it's not good for my morale. Lay of the land. We'll just stop here for a second. So this is the prince who's joined us. Another prince. So we have two princes. Now we have a Hungarian prince in our group. Now he's speeded up slightly. He's terrible at everything. I should have just taken neither of them. Why did I invite this guy? Why'd I invite you? I thought you'd be good, but you're not. Well, I guess just you can help as best you can, I suppose. You're not making things worse. As for lay of the land, none of my camp are intimately familiar with the terrain around Zeppelin, and such lands are not to be trifled with. It is for this reason that I find myself standing in front of a local guide, bartering for services to be rendered. So he wants to sell us a map, I think. How much did you say those maps were? We're gonna take a risk, go into a bit of debt, and buy his map. I think that's fine. So we've got detailed maps which give us provision capacity, traveling companion opinion, and some speed and safety. That's great. Just put it alongside our own maps that we made. That's cool. We need money though, badly. We're already overspending. It's not for the best. And we're gonna be here for a while. You know, there's still a good chance that this will go through, right? Judith will be mine. Well, I mean, at least you didn't call me out. Yeah, well, listen. You shouldn't have asked to join my camp. It's not how this works. Lovers in my camp will get mad at the lovers that I make at the towns we go to. Probably could have invited her to join my camp in order to increase my chances, then ask her to leave. This has been a disappointing time. Well, you know, the maps are useful, right? The maps are useful, so there is that. We seem to be doing okay. I don't know why. I don't know why I took this guy in. I don't know what I was thinking. He's not good at anything. He's married. He doesn't need to even be on the road. The fat, eh? Yeah, well, I mean, they're calling it like it is. Oh, our musician is sick. Mari the stranger is definitely sick. In spite of the fact he didn't like us at the beginning, he's really come around and he makes a great second. I hope he gets better. Our doctor has helped him. Good job, Mir. Good job. That should mean that he'll recover, which is nice. We don't want him staying ill for long. We're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna be here for a while. We should visit town while we're here, I think. Stories and glories. Dinner at Prince Peter's court is an ideal time to impress his courtiers with my daring escapades. The happier they are, the fatter my purse is likely to be. Does my reputation not speak for itself? No, I don't think so. We're not that famous. Diplomacy challenge? We can lie, or we can tell the truth, and the outcome is exactly the same chance. I think we're gonna make some stories up. We tell the best of tall tales. Excellent. Let's go into... So that's gonna cost money. We'll mingle at the local tavern. She is sick. She is sick. That is not attractive. But she's sick. And she's chaste. Let's do it anyway. Let's at least have the conversation, right? We can't leave without having the conversation. How about I buy you a mug of spiced wine? I mean, she's chaste. Do you fish? Because you have me. So she'll join my camp. She's not great. If we get her to join our camp, we're definitely not going to, we're definitely not going to seduce her, right? She looks puzzled as I approach her, possibly because my internal turmoil is clear as a day on my face. Why would this bother me? I am Prince Demetrius of the Thalassalaikos Conquerors, damn it! I am! No, that was a bad idea. She's not really my type. I prefer women who are healthy and interested. What is this? We will. Story has a few good points. Let's listen to the story. And we increased our stewardship by 1. We've been really lucky with stewardship increases. Our stewardship is almost tolerable now. We don't have any money for recruitment. Let's see if we can talk to anybody at the town crier. Scholarly work, lucrative opportunities. None of this really sounds any good. I'm not really a scholar. You know what? No. We're fine. Let's get out of here. Let's just continue with our work. We're so broke. We're broke. Maybe we should try to sell one of our maps. No, we'll be fine. We're fine, right? We don't have to have all the money in the world. We'll just wait it out. We'll probably do a really good job and he'll give us a tip, right? This isn't even a paying job. The only way we even get money out of this is if we get a tip. It's okay. We're okay. I insulted one of my brothers by not going to help with his war. I don't really have anything good. What are these? Oh, these are fight corruptions. We're good at that. Well, we were actually. I think both my good knights left, leaving us with the dredges more or less. She is not terribly happy with us right now, at all. We could try to learn her language like we said we were gonna, but we canceled by doing that romance. We could give this another try. Not much else we can really do. We'll go and visit her after this. Plenty in common. Life in close quarters tends to magnify relationships, good and bad. So these two. We could encourage the friendship. We don't want them to like us less. No, let's just let it go as it goes. They can become friends. That's fine. Mir seems to be good at developing relationships. Ooh, an intrigue perk. That means we're gonna take unshackled lust. Very nice. Soon we should be able to overcome the penalties for chasing after women above our station. Wonder if any of the local towns around here have anybody we might be interested in seducing. This guy, though, maybe he's got a young lady we could have a chat with. None of her traits really offend us. The odds are only good. I mean, we gotta try though, right? Wait, no. We just started to learn our lover's language. We can't quit the learn lover language twice in a row to seduce other women. Excellent news. 2 advantages, nice. That puts us a little ahead. We're gonna hit 10 advantages, I think, before we finish this. We can't just keep dropping this attempt to learn our lover's language every single time we see a new woman, okay? It's not a thing. She's already unhappy with us. We've revealed our child, we've done nothing for her, and we have no money. We've gotten ourselves into a little bit of a rough spot, okay? Bastard born, okay, so she's had another child of ours. The world will know that this is my child. Yeah, we're not hiding that. That actually, the fact we did it immediately made her happy. Interesting. Yeah, there's nothing we could do about that. That was inevitable, okay? That was inevitable. So we now have a son named Saul and Ernu. Hungarian. One of the cool things about having these kind of like relationships with unlanded ladies is that our children will be their faith and their culture, which is going to give us a really interesting mix. How close is it to like getting him to legitimize? Very, very close. Well, hopefully he gets over his current anger with us and it smooths things out. That's the hope, right? At least in the long run. Aches and pains, oof. I find myself making such noises when sitting down at the campfire in the evening now. The elders always talk about how that happens when you get older, but I'm only 23. The inn we passed had we have no money for spare beds. My poor back demands more luxurious for. I think we just gotta suck it up. We gotta suck it up. We get used to it. Good. Good. We're still young. We should be able to get used to the road life. 74%. We're gonna wait all the way. There's no reason not to. What drives us forward? Does there have to be a single reason is the one we usually go with? Because we have so many reasons. Meet women is big on it. See the sights. I think we're gonna tell them that it's because we have so many reasons. Yeah, we're gonna hint to him that it's to chase after the women without letting him know that we were trying to seduce someone in his own court. That is totally okay, right? You know, everybody seems to be okay with the seducer until they leave their children behind to be taken care of by the court. Then they're not as happy. We have all of our 4 people working. You are not great. Your child is a monk and she's a wanderer. That's neat. Ruin rambling. Scouting ahead of the camp, I come across a ramshackle collection of traders. They are gathered around some large but old and ruined buildings. The remaining ones in good condition have been occupied by the merchants. Well, let's see if we can't find something worthwhile. Oh, we discovered a small trinket. Oh, right. That's actually kind of neat. It is a serpentine Budai. It's going to make us a little less stress, and it's going to make other people of other religions like us a little better. Those foul rumors about your niece, my cousin, Countess Anna, have traced them to the source. Who is this? This is Mari. My niece. Not your niece. My knight Mari pats a bundle of letters. The letters prove that Mir has been trying to drag Anna's name through the mud. He mocks Anna's character, accusing her of shocking, sinful behavior. Do people seriously think they can talk about my niece like this? I mean, maybe we just push it. Maybe we just add to the rumors. Maybe we just I mean, it is our friend, right? We could take his side. In the middle of the conversation, he could look at us and say, he's making fun of your niece. And then I try to remember what niece it is. Then I remember I don't care about any of them. It's my rival. It's my rival's wife. I'm gonna double down. They believe and tremble. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I don't even know who she is. I mean, I barely even know who the guy who's my rival is. Oh, good. He was imprisoned, but did not lose his position, so we did not get completely screwed over. Nothing like your patron losing their position while you're hanging out in their territory trying to get work done. This is very unlikely to succeed. It's fine. We're just not smart enough for these learn languages, but we're making the attempt, right? We're making the attempt. She is very mad at us now. Why is she mad at us now? What happened? Some positive bonus. Oh, it's the romance bonus. is wearing off, and now she's starting to realize who we really are. Look, okay, it's a thing we did together. It wasn't all me. Distant shores and far off climes. So we're gonna just once again we're gonna tell him stories about what we think about being Russian. I mean, we could intrigue it, but no, we're gonna diplomacy it an enthralling tale. We've been wrapping this whole court around our finger. There's no way we're not gonna succeed at this. Look at this guy loves us. A swollen belly. Oh, look who's pregnant again. Oh, this is joyous news. I'm just gonna tell everybody. That my lover Margaret is carrying my child is no common knowledge. That our dalliance could lead to this was, yeah, we know. I am what I am who I am. We might try to go over there after this and try to see if we can make her help. We're gonna execute the scheme. Let's do it. Regaling Prince Pater's Court. Success. This guy, he loves us. But he didn't pay us. Damn it. He needed to pay us. It's fine. He's gonna pay us. He's gonna pay us. Listen, we stayed here for a long time. We have no money. You need to pay us a bit. It's okay, right? Like, you really like us, so it's probably okay, right? Just a little bit of money so that we're not broke when we leave. I think because our lover is so mad at us, I think we're gonna head over to the border. Also, we want to get a little closer to our brother, because we might be able to convince him to legitimize some of our children. So let's head over to here. Oh, there's a plague there. That's some dangerous stuff. I mean, we could purchase Pathfinder gear. Let's just customize our route so we don't walk through the... Never mind. So we have no choice. If we want to go there, we gotta walk through the plague territory. Okay, well, let's do it. Also, I am going to, just for the length of this trip, we're gonna get our doctor, Mir, our good friend. We're gonna get him to, like, look out for disease a bit. Pay him a little bit extra gold to make sure that he's doing good work for us. Bodyguard? Do I have any good bodyguards? Victor would be a good bodyguard. Victor, I would like to formally appoint you as my bodyguard. I think that makes good sense, right? Let's go. Let's go and hope that we're fine. Listen, I know we're heading through plague territory, guys, but I need to see the mother of my children. Okay, I can't avoid her forever. She's really mad because, you know, I'm not very responsible. That's true. Mari got measles. Foreign fruits. Let's try to get the provisions. The fruit was delicious. Good job. That's good fruit. Well, there's some jobs around here that might be worthwhile. We're not a good knight in structure. We could murder this guy. I don't know if we want to do murders. We could see where Count Otto takes us. That's interesting. First things first, though. Are we close enough now? Will you do it? Are you close to us? You're not. You're really not. We need to get closer. I mean, we could cross the border into... oh, it's Moldavia now. Interesting. We could cross the border into Moldavia. Get close to our brother that way. First things first, though, we need to have a little chat with our lover. Where is she at? There she is. I suppose we wait till after we learn the language, right? Which means maybe we should instead go to our son here. Oh, we can legitimize bastard from this range. That's good. So legitimize him. Brother, could you acknowledge my children? Measles. Do no more than is necessary. Thank you. I have measles. That is gonna make my scars worse. Ick. We shouldn't have come here. Ick. That makes her feel a little bit better. He won't do it again. Well, we'll have to see how it goes, because we need to legitimize at least her first two children, right? I mean, the one that's in her belly now, I don't know about that. If this learn language fails, I think we might just leave her behind. It might be time to move on. We have reduced disease symptoms. We're young and strong. We have comfortable trappings, so we should be able to get through this, I hope. It's not great, though. I think we gotta wait the sickness out. What? Oh, her health is poor. Oh, she may die. And both of my children! Did he let you see them? He did, but... But what? It was too late. Count Amos's doctor is a butcher. What do you mean? Somehow, his treatment for the measles caused Margit to lose her eye, and whatever he did to Erna, your elder son, made the situation worse. I don't know. With a doctor so poor, I can't imagine that any of them are going to live through this. No. Well, that's an unexpected outcome. Ah, chance to breathe, thank goodness. And we didn't go blind. Pounding of hooves. Ugh, my head. Domozo moans as he rides alongside me, raise an eyebrow. Oh, he's drunk. Yeah, we're compassionate. We're not compassionate, but we're gregarious. We're kind. He's not that great, though. I think out of we're gonna kick his horse out of our frustration at the fact that our lover and our children are sick. No. We literally just legitimized him. Legitimize my dying son so he can be part of the family before he dies, okay? Oh. And then, of course, their mother gets better. And she survived, still pregnant. That is wild. She lost an eye due to the bad attempt to help treat her. To think, if we hadn't detoured here, both our children would have died without us knowing them. There it is. Our new son, Jacob, has been born. I can't legitimize him because my father won't do it. That's fine. Hopefully he doesn't get sick. Let's see if we can, for some reason, my brother, I said my father for some reason. So my brother will do it in this screen. He just wouldn't do it in the other screen. That's a little weird, but whatever. So I'm going to legitimize him. And then we're going. We're leaving. We're done with this region for a while, at least. We might come back later, but we're done. We're going down. We're going to the Mediterranean. Well, actually, no. We're going to go wherever this takes us, right? Before we leave, there's a couple things we want to do. First, we're going to give some money. In fact, the last of our money to our son, because we're generous. We want to make sure he has some stipend to survive on. And we are going to break up with our lover because we don't intend to come back. I know that it's going to make her unhappy, but the reality is, for all we know, we're never going to come back. I'm going to take the map I made myself and I'm going to give it to her as a token to remember me by. And I guess now that we've dealt with that, we need to do this job, right? Yes, let's take the contract. Where do you want us to go? Oh, you want us to go visit the Khan in Moldavia. The Tengri Pechnig Khan. Huh. We'll bring our whole camp. And well, we can't afford to pay for this. It's dangerous, but it's not that bad. I think we can handle this. So let's start traveling. There doesn't seem to be any like special points along the way or anything we'd want to visit. So we'll just get right out onto the road right away. I think that's good. Let's go. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Hopefully you have a good life, kid. Let's try something new. Let's do something different. Won't be missed. I'm sure nobody will notice. Yeah, we're gonna rob this. It's fine. We pilfer some grave goods and we don't get caught. Very nice. It's night when the attackers fall upon our perimeter, a motley flash of glinting armor and flashing weapons lit only by distant firelight. If they're wearing any clothes, then they're not visible, but their intent is clear enough all the same. Remove us from Lepsila, dead or alive. Hide from the chaos. Into the fray I go. Let's see how it goes. We did it. Somehow we did it. Danger sticks in the wield. We're gonna be late. I mean, being late really matters. Yeah, let's push it. Let's push it. Thank goodness no one got injured. Escort emissary. I am brought before Con Tatus himself. You have come at my acquaintance Count Otto's behest to know on what business. Emir steps forward. Worthy Con Tatus, I speak for Count Otto of Bistritz, but the message I bear is for your ears only. I should head back to my camp. We did exceptional. Good job, us. So we have now reached the sea, and we are deep in Moldavia, right? Yes, we are deep into Pechnik territory. We are trying to travel, right? We're trying to move to new lands and see new places, and another travel mission right away might be good for us. We have money again. Let's look at our camp. We could raise the camp perimeter to 2. I think we're going to build a supply. No, we're going to build a baggage train. That feels right. Let's build a baggage train. Then we might want to consider upgrading our pavilion. I guess we should visit the castle before we go, right? Victor, what's up with the new haircut? Is it because you're trying to look good as a bodyguard? I mean, it's a good look for you. You almost look like a new man. All right. Maybe I can sell some artifacts. The town crier might have something for us. Let's see what the town crier says. Oh, no, nothing. All right. We will visit the tavern because we always visit the tavern. We will listen to some stories and we will see what happens. Oh, we gained some stewardship lifestyle experience. Let's head back. Okay, so I don't think we're going to be staying here. We could take this mission or we could head down into the Empire. I mean, if you're going to go anywhere, it's Constantinople, no? Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we go to the Grand City. But I'm tempted to do this. I'm tempted to just send ourselves where we go. Let's do it. So this is Chieftain Sarka. A delegation from Chieftain Sarka of Kazul Jar saunters through the flaps of my great tent. Greetings, adventurer, speaks an envoy. Many are the roads of this world and treacherous. If you'll work for Kazul Jar, my liege would pay well for your expertise. So we are taking this sword. Oh, across the Black Sea to Georgia, just north of Georgia. Interesting. Let's do it. Let's go. Now we have money, which means we probably could go by sea, right? We're pretty safe by sea, actually. That's not right. We would want to go to here, and then we would want to land here. We are safe at sea, which is good. And we could grab Pathfinder's gear, which should help us through most of the mountains. It does leave us with one horribly dangerous spot. Just like out of there is no possible way we can get through here without trouble. It's got a man-eating monster, it's got bandits, and it's mountains. And the county control is terrible. This is not safe. We're doing it anyway. So we are traveling over here to the High Chiefdom of Alania, just north of Georgia. Further than we have ever gone before. This kind of feels good, you know? Good. Maybe we'll find some work here. There might be work in Georgia, right? Georgians share our faith, so it'll be a little safer than we have been so far. And we needed to escape. The place we left behind is a nightmare. We needed to get away. So Mir is now known as the Compassionate. Nice. Makes sense. Literally everybody likes that guy. Everybody loves that guy. He is the best. Let's hope that we can find good work where we're going. I don't think this is going to succeed. But that's okay, you know? We gave it a shot. If this fails, we'll just end the letters with her. We'll just move on with our life. You know? It's alright. We'll be fine. I give up. I give up. It's not worth it. I'm done. I'm done. It was always a lark. There was never really much chance that we would succeed. Ooh, we discovered a necromancer. Interesting. So we could drive him off. You know, our faith has been questioned a lot lately. It might simply be because we've been doing all of these strange things. I don't think we're going to support this necromancer. No, get out of here. Stop your necromancy. Stop it. Necromancy's good for no one. Danger, treacherous slopes. So she is attacking us. Passing through these mountains will cost you. Oh, what if I paid you to lead us through the mountain instead? 50 gold. We get a local guide. So easy to battle, so we could fight her, or we could try to talk it through. We have an equal chance of fighting it as talking it through. If we talk, we don't lose prestige, we just lose money. I don't think we need to pay her, because we don't need the local guide, right? Let's try to talk our way out of it. We persuade the bandits not to take our money. And we have transported the sword to who it belongs to, and we are here. And there is, like, no work here. It's like no work here at all. None. Well, we can see if we can find some work here. A treasure hunt. Yes. Yes, we will do a treasure hunt. Treasure map. Ooh. Yes. Yes, but I think we're going to bring this episode to an end with this treasure hunt. We're going to take it, of course, but we're going to we're going to do it next time. We had 2 children die of the measles, and our lover is left behind, which is not great. We do need to find somebody else soon, because we are getting a little lonely. 25 years old. We're definitely in far-off lands right now. But that's it for today. We're gonna keep exploring the world. We're gonna do some more seductions next time. Hopefully we can get some of our provisions back. We'll have to buy some if necessary, or we could just, like, you know, we could try to scrounge a little bit. All right, thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.